welcome to your first shift.
Thanks, I'm so excited to get started. Remind me again, what's the starting pay here?
We start everyone out at minimum wage.
Right. I wonder who decides minimum wage. Minimum wage is set at both the federal level and the state level. Federal minimum wage has not changed for almost 14 years. Since 2009, minimum wage has been $7.25 an hour for employees who don't receive tips and $2.13 an hour for employees that do receive tips. This was set under the Fair Labor Standards Act and includes all non-exempt employees. Federal minimum wage does not increase automatically. In order to increase minimum wage at the federal level, Congress must pass a bill and have it signed by the president. Now let's get into Florida's minimum wage. At the making of this video, minimum wage is $12 an hour for employees who do not receive tips and $8.98 an hour for employees who receive tips. In November of 2020, Florida voters passed Amendment 2, which aims to gradually raise minimum wage to $15 an hour by 2026. Given that amendment, Florida minimum wage is set to increase by $1 an hour every year on September 30th. Some cities and counties have additional local wage laws where they set their own minimum wage. The employee is always entitled to the highest minimum wage rate. So how does this work for employees that receive tips? For those in positions like waiting tables and bartending, their tips must combine with a direct wage of $2.13 an hour and equal more than the federal minimum wage. If the minimum is not met, the employer must make up the difference. The Fair Labor Standards Act, FLSA, establishes minimum wage, overtime pay, record keeping, and youth employment standards. This affects employees in the private sector and in federal, state, and local governments. The U.S. Department of Labor is responsible for enforcing minimum wage. The Wage and Hour Division both enforces the wage and strives to educate and protect the public. So the best way you can impact minimum wage is to keep an eye on the House of Representatives race and the Senator's race because they can present a bill to raise minimum wage. Additionally, the President, because they ultimately pass the law. Also be on the lookout for state amendments that aim to raise minimum wage, like Amendment 2 did in 2020. Make sure to register to vote and make your voice heard. For more information on how to vote, visit wedu.org/vote. And if you like this video, check out more from this series. Last but not least, if you have any questions on topics like this, let us know in the comments.